These days, popular Korean reality TV shows are the ones with children or teenagers on them. And often there's an episode where they bring their boyfriends or girlfriends that they're going out with on the show. And I know you're thinking, do they even know what relationships and love are? Or maybe some kids are a little more mature than other kids because it's more common to see teenagers fall in love with teenage celebrities. Either way, when you like someone, their schedules and needs become more important than your own, even though you know that shouldn't be. And if you're a teenager in Korea, managing extra time is almost close to impossible because their schedule is usually packed with, schoolwork or hagwon time. Now we're going to play a song for all you young souls out there to pump you up on this wonderful Tuesday morning. An artist by the name Alicia Keys singing Teenage Love Affair. Teenage Love Affair by Alicia Keys, and you guys are now tuning into What's Poppin' with your boy Brian Joe on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, a couple of things, of course. If you want to say, what up, B? Want to send us a message, please email us to efmpoppin@gmail.com. Or if you have any questions, if you feel like saying what's up, let us know. Also, if you're curious about a playlist, come check it out on our website at tbsefm.soul.kr/efm/what's poppin'. And most importantly, follow us on Twitter. Tell all your friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, pets, mama, and your daddy at TBS What's Poppin'. Now it's time for today's pick. Now, an occasion for today's pick would be the searching of silence. Now, as a human being, we sometimes look for some quiet moments, but living in a big city like Seoul, or maybe some people up in New York City, it's almost impossible to find a place for some quiet time. Well, yeah, it was our fault. We decided to live or stay in a big city for more opportunities, excitement, and entertainment, all of the above. But once in a while, we're overwhelmed by all the noise, and even when you're in your own apartment, sometimes you can hear your neighbors yelling or your neighbor's dog yelping, barking. Also, we're constantly exposed to buzzing electronic sounds. And that's like, all that vibrating stuff, cell phones, smartphones. Now, some people rather plug their ears with headphones or earphones and play music loudly so they don't have to listen to all kinds of other noise. But what you're really doing right now is actually forcing yourself to choose between two different kinds of noise. And apparently younger people have much more difficult time escaping noise than people did back in the day. Now, if you look at the changes in electronic entertainment, a lot of homes have computer games and they have the TV on at the same time. There's less and less of an experience of silence, y'all. It's very sad. It's a sad truth. So how can we find silence? Do we have to move into a quiet part of the city or move into a house with thick walls, double or tripled windows? Actually, there's an inexpensive way of doing this. When people are looking at images of nature or soothing imagery, their sense of auditory noise goes down by a number of decibels. Did you know that? Also, instead of listening to music loudly, rather try listening to some quiet music, maybe some guitar music, something that is beautifully strung, or, some piano music. That's what I do at nighttime to relax myself and relieve myself from the loud craziness that I experience throughout the day. So right now we're going to play a song for you guys, and it's going to make you feel calm and relaxed, almost like you're in a different time zone, away from all the business and the craziness. This is Daily with Time Travel. Yes, y'all, that was Time Travel with my man Daly. Now, Daly is a British songwriter and a singer from Manchester. He started his career as an independent artist in the industry by performing at a small gig and gigs around town of the United Kingdom, of course. And he was a guest vocalist on Gorilla's hit song, Then Camtic. And after performing a solo song on the BBC radio programs, he gained the first recognition from the public. Now, the next artist that we're going to move on to is also, or was on BBC radio recently and covered Coldplay's new single, Magic. Also, OPP by Naughty by Nature, one of my favorite songs. And they wowed the crowd. We're talking about Aloe Black. Now, Aloe is in the UK promoting his US top 10 hit, The Man. But since it's mandatory to perform a cover on the live lounge, Aloe had no other choice but to obey. And he went out of his way to make the radio show happy. So not only did he do one cover, he did two. So with no further ado, check it out. This is Aloe Aloe Black with I Need $1. $1 is what I need. That was Aloe Black with I Need $1. And he made his UK charts debut in 2011 with his this song, and it peaked at number 2. Not 2 songs, my bad, y'all. Peaked at number 2. And right now, this US singer-songwriter is the number 1 artist on the UK music chart with his track, The Man. So recently he performed at The Voice UK, and definitely he rocked the stage, of course. And you know who's going to be on the next season of The Voice? We told you guys this last week, so you should know by now. If you don't know, I'm going to remind you. It's Pharrell Williams. Clap your hands. You know what I'm talking about? He makes everybody happy. And last Saturday was his birthday. So, happy belated birthday, y'all. Guess how old he is? He is 41 years old. Korean age 42. So, in Korea, we'd have to call him 형님. Cause he old. Yeah, so he was also on Saturday Night Live on his show. On his birthday, actually, and performed Happy and Marilyn Monroe. And he appeared on the show with a big hat that made everyone talk about this goofy hat, of course. Now, Pharrell Williams first appeared in his now signature hat at the Grammys, and people loved his hat, and people started making jokes about it because it's the fast food chain has, there's a very similar, I guess, logo on the hat to the fast food chain. And a lot of people were on Twitter tweeting away that the fast food chain wants their hat back. About 2 weeks ago, Pharrell put the big brown hat up for auction, and the auction notice told the public that all proceeds will go to Pharrell's charity for at-risk teens, One Hand to Another. Now, Pharrell put up his iconic hat online on the auction site, and the American Sandwich Shop won the auction with a $44,100 bid. That is crazy. I wish I had had that expensive. Anyways, last song for the first half of our show. This is Pharrell Williams with Marilyn Monroe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of What's Poppin'. Mr. Joe Park will be stepping in the studio shortly to talk about sampling music on our Tuesday segment called Chop, Loop, and Reverse It. So if you guys want to find out about some good sampling tracks, you got to stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Tuesday's Chop, Loop, and Reverse It with your go-to man, Joe Park?
Yeah.
I made that sound very Korean at the end. Joe Park.
It's all right.
That's all good.
Joe Pack Park.
Pocket poop poop. Popcorn.
Yeah.
Pakalaka laka.
Okay.
That's your nickname, Pakalaka.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes. Joe Park in the studio. Mic is handed over to him. What's up, Joe?
Yeah, well, the first song I brought in for you today is by Kylie Minogue.
Okay.
Huge #1 hit back in the day. It's called Can't Get Blue Monday Out of My Head.
Oh.
You know the song? Na 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 na.
That's the song?
Yeah.
Nah. That's the song Blue Monday? Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was the title of the track. I thought it was called Nah Nah Nah.
Out of my head.
That's all I think about.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Oh.
That's the song I brought in today. And so, this song was released in 2001 off her 8th studio album called Fever.
Okay.
And this single is most popular for its La 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 hook and,
La la la, la 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 la.
We get into it. Oh,
la,
man.
La la la, I can't get you out of my body. That's my Korean version.
I mean, yeah, if you were to make a Korean version. And, the song hit #1 all over the world, selling over 5 million copies worldwide.
5 million copies?
5 million copies.
I need to work
worldwide.
with Kylie Minogue. That's what I need to work with.
Yeah, it's known to be as one of the best-selling singles of all time.
Okay.
And Kylie Minogue is an Australian singer who began her career as a child actress on Australian TV.
Okay.
And she was recognized on a role in TV soap opera called Neighbours. Yeah.
Isn't that an American TV show too? I think America bought it and made an American version of it because that happens a lot nowadays.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you know the TV show The Office? That's That's
yeah.
originally a
UK,
UK show, and the US bought it and made a US show.
Yeah.
Yes.
The UK one's better, I think.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, okay.
Don't give me with those judgmental eyes.
All right.
Go ahead, give us some information on Kylie Minogue.
And she debuted in 1987, which is the year I was born. And
so when she was singing La La La, you were coming out your mouth going Wow, wow, wow.
Wow. Exactly.
Perfect.
Just like that. Wow.
Perfect. You're screaming to Kylie Minogue's song.
That's right.
Look at that. I'm so good.
That's when she first... Well, actually, the song came out in 2001, so... In 1987 is when she debuted with the first single. Called The Locomotion.
Locomotion.
Yeah, which was her which was also a number one hit, which stayed on the charts for 7 weeks. And because of this hit, she got recognized in the UK. And they're like, hey, come over to the UK, let's try something. She worked with some other composers, and then she made another song called I Should Be So Lucky.
Okay.
Which was also number one hit in Europe and Australia. So this girl of number one
this lady
hits.
just comes out with number one hits like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were born the year she had her first number one hit.
I was a good luck.
You should change your name. Joe Parks, aka number one hit. That's your hip hop name.
Okay.
Or your what do you call it, producer name.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? This is number one hit, Joe Park. There you go. That sounds cool.
Yeah, but I mean, I gotta get number one hit first, you know. I don't wanna.
You don't have any number one hits?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm still building up to it.
You better work your butt off.
Build up to it.
Alrighty. Anyways, Miss Kylie Minogue, the song that we're talking about right now is Can't Get Blue Monday Out of My Head. Now, this song wasn't original then. She actually used a song to sample.
Yep.
Alright, and the song that she sampled, we're gonna check that out right now. Alrighty, now that was a sample, and the sample is called Blue Monday by New Order.
Yes.
Yes. I actually know the song.
You know
that
the song?
Well, I heard it before in the past.
Oh, are you sure
Yes.
you're not talking about Kylie Minogue's song? Because the bass line is pretty similar.
I feel like, no, none other artists use this sample. That's why I think I know the song.
Oh, yes, you are right.
Who used it?
Who else used it? Rihanna used it once.
The thing, I don't know the artist name, but I remember the lyrics. It's like, how does it feel to treat me like you do? I feel like it's Marilyn Manson, I think. I think Marilyn Manson sampled this song.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know about that one.
I know you guys are probably listening right now, like, Brian, you listen to Marilyn Manson? I was like, no.
Manson.
You know, back in the day when some songs that you don't even like just pop into your head because it's always on the radio? Mm-hmm. That's what it was for this song.
Yeah, he had his time back in the day.
He had his time.
Uh-huh.
Yes. He had a scary story, too, by the way.
Scary story.
I'll let you know later on. I'll let you know later on. But we're talking about Kylie Minogue. But that was New Order with Blue Monday. Now, give us some news about Blue Monday.
Yeah, this single was released in 1983.
Okay.
And this song has been remixed and sampled and as a popular anthem for the dance club scene. So you might have been in a club and you're like, what? You know,
this song came out when you weren't even a thought in your parents' mind.
Wow.
Your parents weren't even thinking about you.
Thank you for knowing.
You weren't even a human being. You weren't even a reality when the song came out. How does that make you feel?
Wait. How old were you then?
I was still a baby.
You're still a baby?
I was born already. I was sucking on my thumb while the song came out, but I was still born. At least I was a reality.
Okay.
What?
All that matters is we're both here now.
Yes, I can't say much because I was in a reality when Jackson 5 came out. I love Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, Blue Monday, 1983. This song was remixed, sampled by a lot of artists, of course. Mm-hmm. And you can hear this in the dance club scene a lot these days as well.
Yeah, and this is almost 7.5 minutes long. And
Actual original track? Is that long?
Yeah, and it's one of the longest tracks ever to chart on the UK singles chart. You know, most songs are about, 3 minutes, 30 seconds, they
4 minutes.
Or 4
5 minutes tops. 7.5 minutes? What do you do for 7.5 minutes? Just dance?
Well, I mean, it's a club track, so it just gets people just going,
Actually, I just downloaded an album by a DJ guy. Uh-huh. I forget his name. I think he's from the UK.
DJ guy.
I forgot his name. That's why I called him DJ guy. But the last track is an hour and 16 minutes long.
What?
Yes. So I think what he did was he took all his popular tracks and he mashed them up.
Yeah.
But still, I was like, an hour and 16 minutes long? Wow. Kids really listen to music for a long time these days.
Well, that's probably for the DJ, DJ in the club just to spin that, and people just jamming to it.
That's true. That's true.
Know.
But I'm saying that's a long time to listen to music.
Yeah.
Anyways, New Order, where are they from?
They're from the UK.
Okay.
They're an English rock band formed in 1980.
All right.
Which consists of 5 members. And, they sold like 1.16 copies. 1.16 million copies.
I was about to say, they sold one CD and like a 16th of a CD. Wow.
Anyway.
Get your information right, son.
All right. And this band is known for combining post-punk and electronic dance music and became one of the most influential bands of the 80s.
Oh.
And then, like regular bands, they're playing, they had a bit of fights here and there, and they broke up. in 1993, then came back in 1998, and then in 2007 they broke up again and reunited back in 2011 without one member though. And then they've released 9 studio albums
Why
so far.
is that though? Why do bands always end up breaking up? Like,
well, you never know. Like big bands, like
I just said Big Bang. I was like, Big Bang's breaking up?
No, big bands, big band.
Okay.
You know,
I wonder why they probably break up because they have their, their creative differences and all that stuff. But at the same time, you start as a band, people love you as a group. Just stick around for a little bit, make some money off each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, usually that's the way it starts, and and then they start having like money issues, or usually like the leader or something like, hey, I want to do my own thing. I want to do my own solo type of thing.
See, that's the thing. That's what me and Juani did as Fly to the Sky, but we never broke up. We just said, you know what, let's take a break. There's a difference between breaking up a group and taking a break from the group. And we took a break. So, I mean, I feel like certain rock stars are too eager or just, they're very immature and they just say the words break up real quick without thinking about what they're doing. And they're like, oh, we're never going to work together again because we have our differences. And they realize, I need my old members back, and they get together again and start making music again. But I just think that, for you future bands out there, think about what you say before you say, because you might regret it later on.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. Yes. But right now, we're not talking about bands. We're talking about Kylie Minogue.
Yep.
And we got to listen to the song right now. The La 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 song, right? That's what you call it?
That's right.
Or Wah 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 song for you, because that's... Because technically, this song didn't come out the year he was born. But, I just made a jokey joke about that. But this is Miss Kylie Minogue with Can't Get Blue Monday Out of My Head. Can't Get Blue Monday Out of My Head. La La La, Kylie Minogue.
Yeah.
That's a good song, though. La La La, La 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 La, Wah Wah Wah. That's Joe Parr crying when he's
me.
born. Alrighty, y'all. Next artist we're moving on to is who?
Donnell Jones.
Donnell Jones.
Yeah, the song is called Cry.
All right, now give us some information about Mr. Donnell Jones.
This song was released in 2006
Okay.
off the album called Journey of a Gemini, which is his fourth studio album. And this album hit #1 on the U.S. Billboard R&B chart.
Okay.
But the sales were low because his label was not so good at promoting. And he was signed to Babyface's label called LaFace.
Okay.
And so it was a really good song.
I feel like anybody who starts off with LaFace Records doesn't go too well with a record deal.
Yeah.
Do you know who else started with LaFace Records that actually later on went on TV and said they were going bankrupt?
No, I don't.
TLC.
TLC?
TLC was on a documentary saying they started off with Babyface and L.A. Reid, and they signed up one of those contracts where basically they're making money just for the company. They had no money. They were going bankrupt. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And same thing, I guess, happened with Donnell Jones.
Oh, no.
Yeah, feature references, y'all. Babyface is a great artist, so is L.A. Reid, but sometimes you just can't contract with them.
Sometimes, businessmen and businessmen, musicians.
That's all they care about.
Yeah, but this album was a real solid album, and it still did pretty good, but it just didn't sell as much because of the poor motion. But Donnell Jones, he debuted in 1996 with his debut album My Heart.
Okay.
And Jones is most known for his hits You Know What's Up and Where I Wanna Be.
Okay.
And his second album, Where I Wanna Be, was a huge hit, and it sold over 1 million copies.
Dang it.
And then I think that was actually his biggest album. And then he started kind of like dwindling down a little bit. And, he also wrote a song for Usher called Think of You in 1984, which also kickstarted his career as an R&B artist. And, a little side little note here. Jones grew up in Chicago. He got involved in some gang culture, doing some drugs.
So he was a gangbanger back in the day?
Yeah, he was. And then he decided to turn his life around and spend his time on music instead of going out to the streets,
Music helps the people. That's a Madonna song. Sorry, y'all. I just threw you off track.
You thought it was Kylie Minogue, huh?
No!
Okay.
La, la, la. I'm in that mode right now. I'm in a Kylie Minogue mood right now. Yes. Okay, but then Donnell, of course, the song Cry wasn't an original track. He actually used another track, of course, because we talking about sampling. It's too obvious.
Yep.
And the song we're going to listen to right now.
Baby hair with a woman's eyes.
Yeah, Yeah, that was some good music.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
you feel good.
I was getting in the mood.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Feeling very groovy.
Yeah.
That was Hale and Oates. Oh, Hall and Oates. I said Hale and Oates.
Yeah.
All Hail Brian Jew. Hall and Oates with
Yep.
Sarah Smile.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great track. I actually heard the song way back in the day. I didn't know who sang it or
really?
what the song was called, but I remember hearing this like na 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 na. And I was like, oh, I feel good.
Yeah.
That's how it makes you feel.
Yeah, it's a feel-good track.
It's a feel good track.
Yeah.
You can actually listen to this song when you get intimate with somebody too. Don't give me those looks. I'm talking about being intimate, and Joe's over here giving me like intimate eyes.
What?
Joe,
It's your
it's too
eyes.
early
Come
for
on
this.
now.
Well, look at me on Friday night, okay?
Okay.
Now give us some information on Hall and Oates. Oates.
Sorry.
I added the extra S at the end. Hall and Oates.
This song was released in 1976
Okay.
as the second single from their album, Daryl Hall and John Oates. And the sample here is obviously the guitar sample, which is the most catchiest, which gets you in the mood, in that vibe. And the song was the group's first top 10 hit
Okay.
in the U.S., reaching number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. And this song was written about Hall's girlfriend at the time. They were together for 30 years.
So that's gotta be weird that you're in a group called Hall and Oates. The song is about Hall's girlfriend. But then Oates has to sing about it too?
Yeah, basically.
That's weird. It's like me and Juani back in the day singing a love song, which I'm singing about his love experience. People are gonna be like, why are you on the track if it's about his love experience? You know, it's gotta be weird.
Yeah, but you guys are a group, so, you guys, you gotta bring your stories in together, compile it together,
Whatever.
Bring your love stories together. I mean, and love, there are people out there that can relate to, what he went through all that time. But for 30 years, and then they broke up.
But that's a long time.
30 years. That's like a marriage. I think. It's like
Is that what's in your mind right now?
No.
Are you gonna get a divorce after you have your wife for 30 years in your life?
No. I'm just saying.
You're wrong,
I don't
man.
know why it's his girlfriend. It should have been his wife, for 30 years. But anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't sure that he wanted to marry this girl.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. But 30 years. That's a long time.
That's true. Now, what other hits did Hall & Oates have back in the day?
They had other number one big hits such as Rich Girl.
Okay, 부자 여자. I'm gonna say everything in Korean. 부자 여자.
Man Eater.
Man. 사람 먹는 사람.
Kiss on my list.
나의 투두 리스트에 뽀뽀.
Private Eyes.
Private Eyes. 비밀의 눈빛.
Ooh, I can't go for that.
난 그거 못해.
Wow, your Korean's pretty good. Where'd you learn your Korean?
Huh?
Where'd you learn your Korean? It's pretty good.
Miss Joe Park?
Miss Joe Park?
Your mama told me. What?
Okay. That's good.
Okay. Now, Hall & Oates, they're inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame too, y'all, in 2003. That's a big achievement in life.
That's huge.
Does Korea have Hall of Fame for music too?
I don't really think so.
We don't?
No.
They should start doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be a big list too.
Now, you said that they were in the business for 30 years. Or no, he was in a relationship for 30 years.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I was like, relationship 30 years, music for 30 years. But they did release 18 studio albums during their whole career. That's a lot of albums, man.
Yeah, with a lot of number ones.
I only released 10 studio albums.
That's still a lot.
Is it?
Isn't that a lot for a Korean artist?
Is it? I don't know. Is that a lot? But I'm pretty sure a lot of Sunbae singers have released way more than me. And Juani, of course. I have 10 group studio albums.
Yeah.
And then I have 3 solo studio albums. And then Juani has about 2 or 3 studio albums. So altogether we have 16.
Ooh.
Dang! We have a lot of songs.
Right.
You know how bad it is when you have so many songs? Because one time we were in a cafe, right?
Yeah.
And the song was on. And my friend noticed my voice before I did. And wait, ain't that your song? And I had to listen to it for at least 17 seconds to realize,
Really?
wait, hold on, what is this? What song is this? I was like, oh my gosh, it is my song. I didn't even realize it was my song. I was like, why is my voice or somebody who sounds like me on another song?
Yeah.
Because that's how many songs we have. Think about it. If you have a whole full-on LP, you have what, 10 tracks to 12 tracks. 10 of them. That's over 120 songs.
Yeah.
How must you memorize all them songs?
I don't know. The
only ones you memorize are the hit ones that come out, the number 1 hit, the number 2 hit. But every other song that's just on the CD You're not going to remember it.
Yeah, that's why I respect, people like, Justin Timberlake and like Beyonce. When they come out with a big concert and they got to do like, 20 songs sometimes.
Oh, so you don't respect us?
No, I
see how
respect
it
you
is.
guys.
He respects Justin Timberlake. He respects Beyonce, but he don't respect Brian
I respect
and Juani.
you.
Hey, all you Fly the Sky
I'm all
fans.
love. I'm all love.
If Joe Park comes out with a single for another artist, make sure that single flops, y'all. Make sure it flops because Joe Park is negativity.
All right.
In the making.
I'll get Fly to the Skies next one. All right, fine.
Alrighty, y'all. That's all the time that we have for today.
No.
But thank you, Mr. Joe Park, for bringing us some great music.
My pleasure.
And just before we're talking about, Hall & Oates, we're talking about Donnell Jones, and that's the artist that we're going to play for you right now. It's going to be the last song for our show, but don't be too sad, boys and girls, because guess who's coming back tomorrow morning? Brian is at 9:05 a.m. And tomorrow we're going to be playing some slow jams, groovy grooves of Brian Jew, or Jazzy Jew, as you would say. And once again, we want to thank Mr. Joe Park for being in the studio.
Thank you.
And this is Brian Jew and Joe Park signing off.
Peace.
Donnell Jones, cry.